Welcome back to another live stream. A little late today, but here's the lineup for today. Everton starts with Jordan Pickford always in goal. And then defense, we have Jake O'Brien, James Tarkowski, Jared Branthwaite, and Vitaly Mikolenko. James Garner and Idrissa Gueye as always in the midfield. Dwight McNeil, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, Iliman Ndiaye in the attacking midfield, and Beto again in goal. Burnley starting lineup here. In goal, Dubravka starts. And Burnley uses a back three with Bashir Humphries, Joe Worrell, and Maxime Esteve. Kyle Walker, Leslie Ugochukwu, Hannibal Mejbri, Florentino, and Lucas Perez in midfield. And Jaden Anthony and Lyle Foster in forwards. The echo seems a little bit too wild. Oh, for one. Everton's the team that plays beautiful football. We've got the best footballers of every football ground. As long as they're behind us, we'll never let them down. The men who come from Merseyside will sail the seven seas. We'll hear the call of Everton come riding on the green. Everton, Everton, we're forever Everton. All for one for all. Everton's a team that plays beautiful football. Nothing's that good as a... And there it is. Kick-off. Curious indeed. The game has now kicked off. Looking nice, playing beautiful football. We are finally some, good attacking performance from us. Just as Burnley begins to attack. Oh, great. Oh. Well wide. They're attacking from kickoff there. When the Blues started Barry. Just finished their card now in a minute here. Still ain't got it. Yes, sir. It needs to lead to that kind of game because we need more 3-point games, yeah. Especially considering that we're at home. It's the home game. We only have 4 wins at home this season. And it was a 0-0 draw at Turf Moor the last time. %63% chance of win, according to Copilot. That's how you know that AI ain't shit. Hannibal has gone down. Hannibal Medjbury is currently down. I mean, this Hannibal Medjbury, this lad has suffered through enough, bro. This man has been the victim of racism 3 times in his entire career, and he's only 23. Yes! Corner! We need the set pieces going. We need the set pieces going. Of course it's going to be Ghana. And it's nodded away very far, but we still have it. Beto. It's another corner. That's bad. Smartly worked, but nothing comes out of it. It's a giant nothing burger. That's the problem. Yeah, the main problem with all this is that we end up always with a giant nothing burger, and that's just not good. Corner FC. Nah, that's still Arsenal. That's still Arsenal. We're nowhere near Corner FC. Why do I keep hearing the start of Forever Everton during the game? I know the speakers have been pretty weird this game, not gonna lie. The speakers have been pretty weird at Hale Dickinson, you know. Another attacking opportunity, well wasted. Well wasted there. No, because it happened versus Newcastle on Saturday. And then why does it happen? That's kind of weird. How can you just be named Florentina? I know this. Whenever I hear that name Florentino, it always reminds me of Florentino Perez. Attacking opportunity, probably going to be wasted. So Brian towards McNeil. It's all the way away to Branthwaite. I swear they're always trying to mark the shit out of Njai. Yeah, I forgot Iliman Njai was at Sheffield United beforehand. And the fact that they sold to Marseille actually led to them having one of the worst seasons in Premier League history. If Iliman Njai had just stayed at Sheffield United, they might not have had one of the worst seasons in Premier League history. 16 points and 104 goals conceded for the joint worst goal difference in Premier League history. You just know we probably aren't gonna do shit with Dubravka there because, come on, man, it's Dubravka. Mhm. And it's just the same thing again, you know? It's just always the same thing because, you know, we try to get an attacking opportunity and then we just completely waste that. Just, we just like to do that for some reason. Like this Burnley defense is crazy. And look at that nice little bit of thing. McNeil. But once again, Burnley's defense gets to it faster. If we just can't keep up, we just can't keep up. I mean, it might look like great attacking opportunity now, but just you wait until Burnley's defense gets to it again. And it's Idrissa Gana Gueye. There's no threat. That goal blocked by Kyle Walker. This man is supposed to be washed. This man was supposed to be washed. Kinnan just real. Couldn't get that on target, but still pretty good considering the other opportunities that we've had. But the problem is we can't do shit with it. Nice work there. Dubravka seems to be unable to. Ooh, that's a nasty bit of collision. That is a nasty collision. Yeah, that is not really a good thing for Dubravka to be doing, especially someone of experience. The game seems to be back on there. And there it is, Dubravka. And it's gone out. And you know, another German keeper that was signed from Karlsruhe that did very well in his career, Oliver Kahn. This lad is probably not going to be at the level of Oliver Kahn if he's played for fucking Burnley, but it's still interesting to see. Clever from Njai. Let's see if we can make anything from it. No, we cannot, obviously. A lot of, you know, a lot of action from Burnley, really, recently. We just keep doing things that don't make sense at all. Another corner. That was going good, actually. That was going good. Yeah, I did. I don't know if there was a block anywhere. Nothing of note. $60 goals, 42 games. Yeah, there's probably no one who's played, no one who's seen Dixie Dean play because, you know, anyone who has a decent memory of seeing Dixie Dean play is like 100 years old now. And it's on to O'Brien. Ghana. To air. It's Mikolenko. Branthwaite. Back to Ghana. Yeah, we're desperate for someone to score because we want to see a home win, that's all. And it's McNeil surrounded by two man. We do get to have a shot on target. Ghana. There's the goal. James Tarkowski is the one. James Tarkowski. Let's look at this again. Let's look at this again with the free kick by Ghana. Tarkowski with the header. Tarkowski with the header. Beating the washed allegations. I was just about to write, we just need a goal. You got the goal. You know, you got the goal. El Capitano. But not the El Capitano. El Capitano. You know what I mean. You know. He's not exactly El Capitano, but he is El Capitano. Just need a win, not a bottle job. Yes. And then here's the Burnley free kick there. Might as well just put an R next to their name. And it's an easy save by Pickford. Throws it towards McNeil. The man, the myth, the legend, Tarkovsky Z strikes again. Yes, sir. How is Scott Parker not been sacked? I mean, they did take him back to the Premier League. I think they're just holding on, for the slight chance that Parker's going to take them back to the Prem again. And the goal versus Arsenal. Yes, that too. Oh, Dewsbury Hall skims it. Onside call for the goal. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Beto! But it is too far away. It was going wide anyways. But it's a save from Dubravka. We have the Beto chance going. Beto has somehow provided better performances than Barry has, which is concerning. True. Too long there. Why is Beto scaring me? I think he's in another purple patch. He could be! Not gonna lie. Entirely different thing. Yeah, how that man genuinely won. Not even close to an opening. McNeil and it's Njai, but Burnley gets to him first. And all the kids. And we need to mention that, you know, all the kids that this man has. This man probably has like 12 kids. McNeil. McNeil has basically been invisible for like the entire season before recently, and he now has one goal contribution to his name. And Beto do it. Another Burnley free kick. The Beto goal versus Newcastle. I don't. Was it McNeil's goal? Was it a McNeil goal contribution? Dewsbury Hall ain't helping my FIFA team. I'm just scrolling through in it. Yeah, I think it was the Beto goal. It was the Beto goal against Newcastle that McNeil kind of did get himself a goal contribution. Because there's a Dewsbury Hall card, and if he gets 8 FBL points, it becomes really good. Brother man, I don't think he's getting 8 FPL points at this point, yeah. And also, yeah, plus 3 minutes of added time. As Garner to take the free kick. Oh, saved by Dubravka. The follow-up was nice there. Look at that. Look at that Branthwaite header. That was going in. Dubravka with the save. Showing his Premier League experience, his prowess. Dubravka showing his Premier League experience, his Premier League prowess. And it's Garner with the corner. And it's McNeil saved by Dubravka again. I mean, let's be honest here. This is a goalkeeper who's played for Manchester United and Newcastle United. McNeil. Beto. Yeah, that is a shaky angle for a penalty to consider it. Clear and obvious tackle. Clear and obvious try to tackle. I was at a corner because it went out on the free kick. Yeah, you know, Branthwaite did it. Dubravka saved it. Flinged out. You know, that's the corner. It's the target. McNeil. Oh. And there it is. And there it is. There is the half-time whistle. Everton 1, Burnley 0. The half-time score. This is the situation at half-time. An amazing header goal from Tarkowski. The only difference between the two sides at Dickinson Stadium tonight. And well, other than that, there's no really other talking points. Basically, everyone's calling that, Ndiaye penalty thing a dive. There's that. And see you at the second half. Welcome back to the second half of this match here. As we always know, the Everton boys are there. Play for. It's a grand old team to support. And if you know your history, it's enough to make your heart go, "Whoa, we don't care what the red shites say. What the fuck do we care?" So, the Everton boys are there. And here we have the second half. That is kind of disastrous, not gonna lie. Burnley on the attack. Why am I not surprised? Rory Delap. You know, we all know that 2-0 is the most dangerous score lines in. Oh! The Barry option. Of course, we always have the Barry option. And it's gonna gay. Njai! It is Njai! But he's offside. Ooh. The tables have very much turned. Double substitution for Burnley. And it's a Burnley corner. And it is a goal kick. Enjoy. Dewsbury Hall! Kane and Dewsbury Hall, the English Pele. Maybe pigs can fly. Bobby Charlton. Sir Bobby Charlton skipped school to watch Dewsbury Hall. Amazing. Well, Burnley still on the attacking opportunity again. But here's one. Open. Burnley back with the ball. When Elon Musk found a Tesla, Dewsbury Hall already gave him a prototype car. Park every bus like it's G-Sung. Jeez. And there's the first yellow card of the season. First yellow card of the match goes to Humphreys, Bashir Humphreys. You don't say. Wish I could watch this, but I can't afford TNT. It's kind of a blessing that I only have to pay like $15 to watch every single match of the Premier League here in South Korea. Immense reference as a fellow Korean. I'm not Korean. 12 attempts to 1 and no shots on target for Burnley. 1 attempt in their entirety. In this world, need a church with Kane and Dewsbury Hall. Kane and Dewsbury Hall can fix every single problem the world has. You know, Kane and Dewsbury Hall can negotiate peace in the Middle East. I saw a shove. I saw a push there, but not exactly a shove. That's probably why the ref didn't call foul. Kane and Dewsbury Hall wasn't in the files. Just saying. You know? Kane and Dewsbury Hall wasn't in the files. And so wasn't Kanye. You know, the two goats. Kanye was only mentioned because of his music. Never stepped foot there. Too busy with his cousin is crazy, man. '68th minute now. 2-0 up at home with a very, very big chance to win the game. Approaching the final quarter, yes. De Bruyne is a wee Belgian waffle, Kane and Dewsbury Hall. Nah, bro. World War World War III song of the century. You know? You know, the part of the 2025 run in it. Eusebio is a peri Kane and Dewsbury Hall. Kane and Dewsbury Hall's changed the world. Then KDB is a windmill clock flower red light district version of KDH. You know, considering that we was talking about waffles in it, Stroop waffle, Kane and Dewsbury Hall. KDB is a Stroop waffle KDH in it. If he had just changed one letter, it would have been great in it. No, they can't. It's simple. No, they can't. Give Jerusalem to Dewsbury Hall. Give Jerusalem to Dewsbury Hall. The one-state solution is to give everything to Dewsbury Hall. And that's it. Kin and Dewsbury Hall will bring peace to the Middle East. Giving everything that he wants. Kin and Dewsbury Hall can get the whole world if he wants. Burnley is just a Sean Dyche Blackburn. Oh, dearie me, the Burnley fans will not enjoy that. I'm sure. Being compared to their biggest rivals in it. It's like calling Man United a Alex Ferguson Man City. In my English exam, I quoted Professor James Tarkovsky, and I put it as written by Ty Dolla $ign. What's the paper about fucking I get my dick sucked while I'm getting high? Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign is crazy, but even crazier is Idrissa Gueye. Oh, 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 no, oh, oh wow, oh wow. You have to see that. That is a sitter. That is a sitter right there. Hits the crossbar by mere inches. But it's Dewsbury Hall fouled. 2014 XXL freshman year peak. Let's see 2014's XXL freshman. Oh, Chance was in there? Oh, yeah. Oh, finished. Oh, finished. Chance was in here. Chance was in this freshman class. Chance, Rich Homie Kwan, rest in peace. Isaiah Rashad, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Durk, Kevin Gates. Oh my days. Pickford watching, sure, nothing gets stolen. And here's a free kick to take. Could it be 3? Pre-flop Chance. Nah, that isn't pre-flop. He's recovered from his flop. Dewsbury Hall saved by Dubravka. Saved by Dubravka. Direct hit towards him. And it's McNeil. Cleared away. Kevin Gates is one of the humans of all time. Kevin Gates is one of the humans of all time. That is a statement right there. Wait. Dubravka in the 26. Yeah, that is crazy, you know. Dubravka in the big 26. Like, how is this man not washed to the core? Is the question. Like, how is this man not washed to smithereens? Njai running up like he doesn't have a family to feed. And then there's Idrissa Gueye. Back to Njai. Dewsbury Hall. Tagana. Joseph Dubravka denying our glorious King and Dewsbury Hall a goal. But it's Njai again. Dubravka with another save. Might as well start Tom Eaton again. Dewsbury Hall got 8 points on FPL. Well, then that's everything sorted then. Nice save by Pickford. So far, anyway. I mean, he could get more. Might as well start Tom Heaton. Where is Tom Heaton? I have not seen this man in years. He's still at United? Sorry? Not played a single game for them, though. Last game was in 2021. Brother man, I think you should retire, not gonna lie. McNeil. Beto, but it's a save by Dubravka. I just hope the Pool are losing to Wolves. Let me look it up real quick. 0-0 at half time still. Goodness gracious me. Nil at half time. You know, Wolves have already, already gone past the Derby points record. It's 0-0 at half time. Yeah. Wolves have nothing to lose anymore. McNeil. Please, Wolves, save us all. Just let them fall. Let them fall down more. You know, this is the only time you'll hear me sing this, but it's Hi-O Wolverhampton. You know, Derby never getting top like that. Johnny Sins. Crazy statement. Crazy statement. You'll never have me saying this anywhere else, but you know, it's I Wolverhampton. Everywhere you go, as I grow, I see your roots are shining, and I'll make your force. What the Wanderers. Idiana Slot doesn't deserve joy for his war crimes, the worst of which, Baldy. And there it is. Substitutions galore. Chernobyl back on now. Oh, I hate Ashley Barnes. I hate Ashley Barnes. Jai back on it here. How is Barry the greatest striker since the suffragettes? How is Barnes still at Burnley? Racism? Ashley Barnes, I hate Ashley Barnes. I hate Ashley Barnes with a burning passion. I fucking saw, you know, this. I fucking saw this headline. Ashley Barnes has been accused of sexual assault, attempted drugging, and pestering. And then I realised I was looking at the wrong Ashley Barnes. Jai with a slight loss of ball control, but Tieno Barry back to Njai. Sign Ashley Barnes or 5 minutes in Bradford. Not gonna lie. 5 minutes in Bradford. And there it is, McNeil receiving a standing ovation as he is substituted. Bradford, the birthplace of Borderlass, Arteta, and Allegri. Yes. Evil Saka. Yes, Evil Saka is finally back on the pitch. Everton shone so brightly. This is going to be our 5th home win of the season, which means we have now matched the record last season at Goodison. Irabunum, unironically one of the best midfielders on earth. Not gonna lie, yeah, he's been pretty solid, Irabunum. Considering the fact that we, straight swapped him with Dobbin, I think it was a good trade, not gonna lie. Dobbin's been, around more than Riley Reid. Okay. Like considering the fact that we did, swap Irabunum for Dobbin, yeah. Irabunum's not been bad, Irabunum's been solid, while Dobbin's been around more places than Riley Reid has been, so. Everton, unironically, the best club in the world. I forgot about Dobbin. It's been like 2 years since Dobbin went away. He's playing for Preston now. 25 games and 7 goals, Lewis Dobbin, for Preston. He's been on loan to West Brom, Norwich, and Preston. He's still not played a single game for Villa. Only gosh, I say that. Holy gosh, I say that. But here's a long throw from Burnley in the final minute. Still 0-0. I mean, it's just past half time, And they've already made a change. Clarify, that was a joke. I smell like roses. 6? 6? Oh, my days. 6 minutes of added time here. Oh, my days. Look. All of the games today have just had, mad long time added to them, Bournemouth-Brentford has had 5 minutes added. We've had 6. Leeds-Sunderland has had 12 added in. We've had 6 minutes of added time. Scott and Yahoo Park Hitler paid the refs. But, the funnier part, he's not going to do it. He's not gonna do it. And we're just now going through 2 minutes. Perez paid for refs. They can't even score when they have 6 minutes to do all that. It was bright and it suddenly became a that. And Jai substituted off, it seems. And Jai, even though he's not scored a goal, he deserves a standing ovation as he is substituted off. Njai deserving of a standing ovation. Dipping my favorite 6'5" Jamaican waste of money. Is he Jamaican? Is he Jamaican? Dibbling. Njai's better than Salah, even at Sheffield United, yes. Absolutely. Njai's still doing a lap of honour. Njai's he's completed his lap of honour. We are just 1 minute away from our 5th home win of the season. Yeah, we are literally we are literally 30 seconds away from our 5th home win of the season, matching the record we had at Goodison in its final season. I wish I was sure when I was in Marseille. Kane and Dewsbury Hall better than Wirtz, by the way. I'm just mad at him for going to the wrong side of Merseyside. But hey, we did get all the banter out of it, 007, 0014 and shit. We are Dewsbury Hall, we carry the flame. And it is... This... No way. No way, man. He's not going to blow the whistle until Burnley score. Yeah, the ref is not going to fuck tomorrow watching Marseille. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Bro. Bro, the ref is not going to blow the whistle until Burnley score. I just know it. Yes! Nice save and clearance. The ref will not blow the whistle, it seems, until, you know, it seems like the ref is not gonna blow the whistle until, you know, Burnley score, it seems. We don't need 0019 Floppy and Leluzi squirts. We have Kane and Jusbriol. And there it is! And there it is! My people! Full time at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Everton 2, Burnley 0. Our 5th home win of the season. Last season we also won 5 games. Our final season at Goodison Park, we did also win 5 games. And, you know, we are still 8th because Brentford drew. We're still 1 point behind Brentford. At the dig, we take the Vic. Sun Tzu. Kane and Dewsbury Hall is all we needed. Tarkowski's massive header and a goal from Kane and Dewsbury Hall to seal the deal at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Still 0-0 for Wolves versus the Red Shites. It's the 59th minute and 90 plus 10 here at Elland Road for Leeds versus Sunderland. Still 1-0 Sunderland. What a win at home, lads. Of course, the reason why this is a midweek game, and I forgot to stop the clock. Thank you, Bournemouth. Thank you, Tarkowski. Thank you, Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Yes, sir. You know, if Brentford won, they would actually go above Chelsea. James Tarkowski, best head in Merseyside. What are we thinking? Best head in Merseyside is out of pocket, but I would have to say he probably does. All types of head. Nah. Nah, brother. Nah. And let's look at the ratings here for today's lineup. On Burnley's lineup, the only player above a 7, Kyle Walker. And not gonna lie, I am still very surprised how this man isn't washed to the core. Barry's head game is fire too. But on the flip side, for our lineup, there is genuinely no player below a 7. Yeah, Burnley only has one player above a 7. Meanwhile, we don't have any player below a 7 here, according to Fodmobinyahu here. Carl Walker has like 19 kids and 7 mistresses. Yeah, true. You know, he is number 1 in XK, expected kids. KDH has an 11, surely. 8.4, the final rating for Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Man of the match, according to Fodmo Benyahu, 8.8, James Garner. James Garner, the man of the match for this game. The full ratings are Jordan Pickford, 7.9, Jake O'Brien, 7.3, James Tarkowski, 8.2, Jared Branthwaite, 7.2, Vitaly Mikolenko, 7.6, James Garner, 8.8, Idrissa Ganagay, 8.1, Dwight McNeil, 7.6, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, 8.4, Iliman Ndiaye, 7.8, and Norberto Beto Betunsal, 7.2. Those are the final ratings for our lineup. Garner is great, to be fair, that's chill. Yeah, I would have considered Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, but James Garner is an excellent compromise. And it's also crazy how Dubravka made all of those saves and still got a 6.1. 6.1. Like that is crazy. If we get Europe with Dikolenko, Moyes needs a knighthood. I mean, if he could get an if he could get an OBE, then surely he could get a knighthood. He's David Moyes OBE. Like an OBE, cause Dubravka is 90 and washed. Not gonna lie, true. Like, if we get Europe with Dikolenko, Moyes needs a knighthood. Not gonna lie, I think the bigger concern is if we go to Europe with Idrissa Gana Gay, we if we genuinely go to Europe with Idrissa Gana Gay, that is absolutely deserving of a knighthood for David Moyes. Anyways, the time here is literally 6:30 in the morning for me. Literally woke up at 4 a.m. to do this, so need to go now and revise for a fuck-ass math test. Yeah, I need to go too as well because it is literally 6:30 in the morning on a school day, so gotta get that extra nice sleep before before I get the fucking tiredness thing, yay to sleep deprivation. But anyway, my people, I hope you enjoyed this excellent win at home against Burnley. This weekend is an FA Cup weekend, so it's going to be next week that we have a Prem game, and it is against Arsenal. So my people, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and it is goodbye from me.